What's going on? What's going on? Today I will be reviewing the movie Ready or Not 2. Here I come. But before I get into this movie review, I want to say rest in peace to Chuck Norris. Yes, I grew up on watching Chuck Norris. I was a big karate fan anyway. I grew up on the Chuck Norris, the Bruce Lees, the Jet Lees, the Jackie Chans, and all of that. The Steven Seagal too, all of them. Van Damme, that's another one. But yeah, rest in peace to him, man. Yeah, he was a legend. So now back to the movie review. Now this movie is a horror slash comedy and it's an hour and 48 minutes long. After surviving one deadly game, Grace and her sister Faith must now outrun four rival families competing for a powerful throne. Winner takes all. Now the directors of this movie, they also filmed the last three Scream movies in Abigail. Now I'm gonna say the difference between Ready or Not and Ready or Not 2. Now, Ready or Not, this new movie, Ready or Not 2, I think is more entertaining than the first one. It seemed like the script was more exciting for this movie. And the entertainment value was better. It was. It was better than the first one. For that reason only, just the entertainment value. Now, for Ready or Not, I would say it was more intense. Now, I'm about to talk about the first Ready or Not. The first Ready or Not, it was more intense than the new one. It was more intriguing. And it kept you, it seemed like the first one kept you on the edge of your seat more than this new one. And it was more structure in the first one than the second one. Yes. Now, like the first one, I like it because it's like, of course, it's the same similarities to this new one, but you play a sinister game to be accepted into the family. So she has to play this sinister game to be accepted, and she got to go and hide. Then if they find her, they will kill her. So she got to survive the night in order to be accepted into this family. And you know what? For the first movie, it seemed like it was good because it was very intense, but it seemed like it fell flat still towards the middle and the ending. So, but this new one, it's okay. Now, Samara Weaving, she played Grace in this film, and she had the best performance out of everybody in this movie. She gave it her all. You can tell she just really gave it her all, 100%. I like that about her. She did a great job displaying her personality and her emotions in this film. She really did a great job. She's a very talented actress. Now, Catherine Newton, she played Faith in this film, and she was not needed in this film at all. No need for her in this movie. Like I said, she added no substance to her character. And I hate to be mean about this, but she just comes off corny as hell and just irritating to watch. I mean, for real. The best, when she was playing in Ant-Man, I didn't like that. Now Abigail was her best role. She did a thing in Abigail, but other movies she played in, I was just never interested in her acting at all. No hate to her, but hey, it is what it is. Now this movie picks up where it left off at, like right away. And if you think about it, this movie has the same similarities as the movie Purge. Like all the Purge movies. I'm surprised nobody said that. It does feel like you're watching a Purge movie because you have a certain amount of time to kill someone. And you got people coming after you with mask on or no mask, ready to kill you. So it's kind of similar to that. Now I'm gonna go over my likes in this film. It had lots of blood and gore, lots of it. I love the kills, even though the kills felt like it was animated, but I still enjoyed it. I love the set design. I love the sound design too. Amazing. The theatrical moments in the cinematography was nice. And the villains in the movie, they acted pretty good in here. And I love the costumes in here too. Now I'm gonna go over my dislikes in this film. I think the movie was too goofy. They could have toned it down a little bit. I understand you want this movie to be funny too at the same time, but it was just too much. Now, if they would have took out the comedy in here, it would have been 10 times better. I kind of wanted like that anyway. It would have been made the movie more intense if they would have took out the comedy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love horror slash comedy movies. I love horror comedy movies, but it only works for certain movies only. I'm just keeping it real. Only it works for certain movies only, but not this one. And it seemed like they didn't place the comedy scenes in the right scenes. It seemed like they would place the comedy right when the intense moments are happening. And it didn't really connect like that. And if you think about it, the comedy takes away the intense moments in the movie. If you really watch it, it will. I think the two Ready or Not movies should be straight up horror, no comedy. It's this movie's just set up not to be made for comedy. It's just horror. It should be horror straight up. And also, I didn't like the character dynamic between the two sisters, Grace and Faith. It seemed like throughout the movie they just kept arguing all through the movie. I'm like, okay. And if you think about it, it just took away the great moments in the film just by them just arguing. I'm like, let's get to the point. It's like, geez. And now keep in mind, this movie's an hour and 48 minutes long, and it felt like it was longer to me. It's just because I got bored towards the ending of the movie. And don't get me wrong, the movie was entertaining. Don't get me wrong about that. But I just got tired of the repetitive and the redundant situations that was going on. It was just like, okay, I'm just ready for this shit to be over with. There is nothing original to make this movie stand out at all. Now, this movie is a decent movie, but would I see it again? Not really. I wouldn't go see it again. If you want to go watch it at theaters, go ahead. But to me, it's not worth it. You can wait for this to come on the streaming platforms. Nothing to say, nothing bad about it, but it just wasn't worth it to me. Now, you do have to watch the first Ready or Not to get what's going on in the second one. Because if you just go into this movie just to go in here to watch it, you're going to be lost. So you do need to watch the first one to know what's going on in the second one. And for this action slash horror slash comedy movie, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yes. Like I said, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because it was entertaining. It did keep my attention. But I felt like the movie was just all over the place. It's like a lot of scenes that were scattered. It wasn't very cohesive to me. And just shit all over the place and just too goofy. But I give it a 6 out of 10 because it kept my attention. So I hope you like this movie review. I have more movie reviews coming out. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button if you like to. And I'm going to see y'all very soon. All right, I'm out.